time, no grind, no line. I just take the fast rap, let's go. No cry, no cry, no cry. I just like to hand love. Yeah, go to work, no grind, no shine, no shine. That's how you stand out. Yeah, that's how I stand out. Yeah, that's the fast rap. I put in more time, no grind, no line. I just take the fast rap. Suck it up, no cry, no cry, no cry. I just like to hand love. Work, no grind, no shine, no shine. That's how you stand out. Yeah, that's how I stand out. Let's go. Yeah, that's the fast rap. I did it and did it again. I started the morning, went up to 10, came back and I'm winning again. It's another attempt, which one they gon' hop out? They don't know what we're in the end. But an hour's in fact, that's how it happened. I don't need to pick up a pen. Straight about the top with it, let's go. I ain't a power for the innocent, but he was on his block with it. Shooting in the gym, really got it in. He put up the shots with me. Now we breaking bread, everybody playing. He hold up a knot with me. No cap, we took the cash route. Let's go. Yeah, I'm talking more. We grew up off the noodles, spaghetti. Used to be peanut butter and jelly. Like Steph, he gon' come on his ready. What you know about the lights off camera? Like about with the mic off that. Like Mike was on the moonwalk. Now I got the whole room top. Y'all talking choke. Everybody talking down, acting like they know me. I'm a champion, like the LeBron, ballin' with my homie. I'm better than the old me. R.I.P. to Kobe. Yeah, they get demons up out of me. Turn to a beast with your arteries. Each deceased opponent so properly. Unleashing the dust of what got to me. We come to take it over. Put on the gas, hit a motor. Switching my thoughts on bipolar. I stare in the eyes of a cobra. Come on, you wanna play dumb? I'm with it. I'm about to take over the city. Kill with my committee gang with it. We can run away when we got it. Ain't scared nobody. Looking for them bad guys. Can't run no play up on my head, I'm real wide. Look at his eyes wide, think he traumatized. Where I'm from, real bad, they don't outside. Better not free, cause we know you gon' choke. Stop behind my back where you shot backside. I know you tried, but you never could survive. I see the bitterness in your eyes. I'm like boys that tryna hide. They criticize in the skies. They know working on it to the truth. They know what you do is tell lies. I'm about to take over the city, tell me you ready, cause I know my squad gon' ride. Baby, go.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome back here, DCG Stadium, the Dowling Catholic Maroons in town. Dowling Catholic girls victorious in the varsity girls matchup, 2-0. The winners over the DCG Mustang girls varsity. And now the boys take the field as they announce the starters here at DCG Stadium. We'll give you the starters as they announce them here for Dowling. And it looks like Diego Mares will be the starter in goal, senior goalkeeper. Also Owen Smarridge, Henry Albarca, Roman Castro, Ian Gradell, Andrew Schumacher, Raymond Molina will get the start in the midfield.
Number 15,
John Foth, also sophomore, getting the start.
Number 22,
Jonathan Mendez, Fabian Leone, and the last starter announced, Drew Dunlop. And welcome in my partner in between the starting lineups tonight, Sean Angus, making his broadcasting debut tonight.
Thank you very much.
So they'll announce the DCG starters. Jaden Mendias gets the start at keeper again. AJ Angus comes out. Tate McDermott. Colin Modernock, the freshman, will start on the outside in the midfield. Connor May on the other side. Brogan Fuller being announced. Ben Jackson. Chase Benkendorf, one of the center backs. Jack Every, defensive midfielder. Eddie Pine announced he'll start up top for the Mustangs. And last but not least, Nathan Scholl, the other one of the center backs for head coach Colin Lane. Caleb Tilster and Michael Kraus also on the coaching staff, and the head coach for the Dowling Catholic Maroons, Jackson Teeling. Not sure if we're going to do an anthem here. It looks like everybody is expecting the anthem, but they did that earlier tonight. I don't think they'll do it again. We'll see if we'll wait on the announcer here.
and Blake Morrow.
Announcing the officials.
Ladies and gentlemen, at DCG and Dowling.
Yeah, they've got a sportsmanship announcement.
One of these traditions involves.
But Sean, you were here for the Johnston game. DCG gets that second goal early in the second half. Probably, at least I wasn't expecting a 2-0 lead in that game against a team as quality as Johnston. And then it felt like they were hanging on for a tie.
Definitely not.
And then that last play with 1v1 with Whistler and the keeper, and you were talking about what a calm finish that was.
What a fantastic finish by Wesley on that one.
So Kabamba with the winning goal in that one. Eddie Pine and Bruck also with goals in that first game against Johnston. But I would say from a talent standpoint and, who do you give the nod to coming into this one, a very similar matchup. A lot of high-level club players in both starting lineups. A lot of guys that are very familiar with one another.
Yeah.
They even train together.
Yeah.
There's
a
lot of friendships kind of crossing over.
A lot of familiarity with both these teams. So,
and if you're a Mustang fan out there, and the players to watch kind of thing for Dowling, to me it's Henry Abraca and Jonathan Mendez,
yes.
the two most dangerous players. They each had 2 goals in that first game against Norwalk. They had a 5-3 win against Norwalk the same night that DCG was able to beat Johnston 3-2. So,
yeah, I think our back line will definitely be tested a little bit today.
Yeah, Mendez is very he's just so creative and crafty when his foot's on the ball, and he can get a shot off in a small amount of space and quickly. And if you're DCG, really, there's, you talked about they had 3 different goal scorers in that first game with Eddie Pine and Whistler, and then Bruck with the first goal of the season on a really nice feed from Jackson across the box.
And I tell you what, the MVP of that game might have been our sophomore goaltender. our goalkeeper, he had some really nice saves in that second half that would have maybe allowed Johnson to lead, but was able to keep it at 2-2.
Yeah, he's starting a sophomore at keeper, Jaden Mendias. And we're getting ready to go here. Looks like DCG will kick off to start the ball game. 40-minute halves. Clock runs continuously unless the center official stops it. And we are just about set to get underway. See Henry and Ben Jackson exchanging a handshake there at midfield. They've only known each other for about 12 years. And they play the ball back to McDermott, and he'll fire one towards the back line, trying to get Fuller. And Dowling will have possession to start here. And they'll work the ball through the midfield.
That's Eddie up there, not just kind of a soft press.
Dowling will look to play a ball long. That's Jonathan Mendez. Now Molina has it on his foot. Pass taken away by May, and Modernock looks for Pine up front. And they'll give the ball back to the Maroons. That's Ian Gradell playing that defensive midfield spot, number 7. And Foth will play it over to his outside back. Smurge, I apologize on the pronunciations. We're not given a pronunciation key, but Gradell will play it back, and now Dowling sort of resets here. Back to the keeper, Diego Mares. DCG just kind of hanging back a little bit. Both teams sort of feeling each other out here.
Most definitely.
Dunlop with it on his foot. McDermott steps in to win the ball back.
Got a little counter going.
McDermott trying to slide by the midfielder. Gradell marking him. Still looking for someone to pass to. McDermott now gives it off for May. May's going to play it long. Right into the foot of Jackson. Jackson's dangerous in this spot. Jackson trying to find McDermott on a little through ball. Good idea. But Gradell has it. And we're going to have, I believe, a foul given. Or maybe just is that a drop ball or a foul? They took it quickly. Either way, Dowling with possession.
Nice run by Tate, though, right through the middle. And that was a great feed. Just missed him.
Well, you love to see Jackson with the ball out just outside that 18-yard area.
He's got a nice left foot, so he could either slide that in or let it rip. So that'll keep the defense really honest right there.
Again, DCG playing 4 across the back. Dowling kind of probing here a little bit. Gradell has it. He'll look to switch it. Sends it over to the right side. A lot of patience being shown here by Dowling. And it's a nice touch by Dunlop, but May interrupts that. And it'll be a Dowling throw here near midfield. And Pine's going to have it at his feet. He gives it off for Jackson. Jackson splits 3 defenders.
Yes,
now Jackson,
still going.
Good use of the body, finds Modernock. Collin has it just outside the 18. Looks to get a corner, deflection, and it's going to be out of bounds. A deep throw here for DCG.
It seems like as Dowling's probing, those mids are eking up, and they only playing a 3 back. So when we do steal that ball.
And an offside call. Throw into McDermott. He played it right back to Modernock, who hadn't established himself back on side. A dangerous ball there, Pine. Now they'll work it back over through Fabian Leone, has it on the far side. Dowling hasn't been able to find their 2 playmakers yet.
DCG's pressing those guys pretty good with that 4 back, not giving them much space to turn.
Well, and here's Henry's first touch. Abarca Finds Molina. Sends a ball for Jonathan Mendez. Mendez has it on his foot. Mendez looks like he tried to send one in, but it was knocked down by DCG and then played back out near midfield. Dowling will keep it. Gradell with it on his right foot. And back into the center. Pretty good patience being shown here by Dowling. Dunlap with it now.
Most definitely.
Just playing a little possession game here. Back over for Gradell. Molina making a run through the middle. Gradell tries to find him. Wins it back from Jackson. Nice move by Gradell. Here's Henry Abarca. And he has it taken away by McDermott. May will send it long, and Eddie Pine gets a touch on it. And it's going to be last touch by Dowling, so it'll be a throw for DCG.
DCG is also staying patient in that defense.
Well, no need in a scoreless game, 10 minutes in, 5 minutes in, to press up on a team as dangerous as Dowling.
Most
Jackson
definitely.
steps through, looks outside for McDermott. McDermott back for Modernock. Oh, Modernock with a nice move. Looked like Molina stepped in there to get in the way. And now it's Abarca. And they try to find Mendez. Mendez couldn't quite corral it, and they play it back for Mendias. He's not able to clear it. And now it's Jonathan Mendez back for Molina. Nice little body there by Every to deflect. There's Jackson
Nice step
coming
in by
back
Jackson.
in. And now some numbers the other way. Pine couldn't quite get to it. That's the thing with a team like Dowling. You've got to come to the ball. You can't wait flat-footed for it. They're going to step in front and take it away like they did there.
Most definitely.
Now Gradell back for his center back on that far side.
Oh, there we go.
Foth gives it away. Now Modernock.
Oh,
Modernock was fouled from behind. No call.
Letting them play a little bit.
Every wins it in the midfield.
There we go. Oh, nice.
Oh, Jackson had
Another good idea.
some
But
space.
those defenders are quick to the ball.
McDermott battling with Gradell in the midfield. Those two played against each other for about 10 years as well. Pretty good battle so far. No real advantage. I would say no great opportunities for either team. Connor May comes up to challenge. Strong player there. Oh, wow. Foul given on May. Didn't see much in that one. Connor looked like he got a foot on the ball.
Yeah,
but
I think he beat him to the ball with that one, so maybe just trying to come through the body on the second touch.
a free kick here by Smiraj. And he'll just send it over to Gradell near the midfield stripe. Gradell back to Foth.
Nice step by Angus.
Yeah, Angus steps in there to knock it away, and now they'll reset. And Dowling's going to switch it back to the middle. Foth looking for options. Kind of a soft pass, but Dowling maintains possession. Smiraj back over to Leone. Fabian will probe that far side. Advances the ball. Now Fabian looks to find Abarca. Henry has it on his foot. And again, they'll just kind of reset.
DCG's playing really well back there, keeping their space. And oh, that's a good ball.
It's a really good ball. And a goal. No, wow, that should have been a goal. Deflected. I think Jaden got a piece of it.
I think he did. Boy, came off his line really aggressive there and definitely saved the goal.
Yeah, those are Abarca is a dangerous player in space like that. He's if you're the center backs for DCG, those are balls you've got to win. any misplayed ball, Mendez or Henry will make you pay.
The ball sticks to their feet pretty well.
So here's the corner taken and headed out of there by Scholl. Modernock heads it over for Angus. Angus will send it up towards midfield. Pine in pursuit. Pine able to get a touch. And Pine finds Fuller, and he was looking for Collins. Modernock. Couldn't connect on that one. There's Every with a nice header out of there. Now McDermott has it on his foot. They'll reset with Benkendorf. Now back for Mendias, the keeper. He'll send it wide for Connor May. And May off Dunlap, out of bounds. It'll stay with DCG on the throw. Quick throw for Modernock, who has some space.
Nice.
Modernock down the right side, a little heavy on the pass. That's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be a Dowling throw.
Yeah, it feels like Dowling has a lot of patience on their build-up, just working that ball side to side and then just kind of picking a moment where they have one of those two guys up front make a run.
And it feels like DCG's content to let that happen right now. We'll see if that philosophy changes throughout the game. We're only 10 minutes in. They'll play it back in and switch it over. Fabian Leon has it. Over on the far side on that back line for Dowling. They just kind of give those backline players some space, waiting for them to make a mistake. Over for Mirage. Back for Foth. Now Gradell with it. Those are the four players that have had it the most here for either team. A lot of possession in that back third so far for Dowling. Now Gradell, a little bit of space, plays Molina. Molina with the left foot. Had it poked away. Every. Back for Angus. Angus will turn and play Mendias. Mendias going to play a ball out near the sideline. And Pine able to sneak in there and poke it away.
And back to him.
Back for Pine. He's got some space.
He's got Ben down the middle, and Colin
he gives it away.
Way wide.
Can't give that away. You're 5v3.
We had the numbers on that one.
That's the opportunity you're waiting for. Angus steps in front of another one. Chests it down to control it. Angus looking to play a ball through to Modernock. Couldn't get it up high enough. Now it's Dunlap. Dunlap plays it for Abarca. Henry in the midfield. Gives it for Molina. Molina has it back for Abarca.
Tate hustling back there.
Modernock stands him up. Modernock comes away with it. Pokes it away at least. And it's Mirage. And there's
nice
Pines.
Step by Eddie.
Did a nice job coming back into it. Now Jackson finds McDermott. Tate spins away from the defender. And they just give it away down the side. May trying to find Modernock. And it's just little things like that. I know it's early in the season, but against quality 4A opponents,
you want to be able to keep
those are
passes
passes you've got to connect and keep possession, keep the pressure on.
Especially,
Here's Molina, a lot of space in the middle. Plays it off for Mendez. Now it's Leon with it. Leon chested down by Benkendorf. Right back to Leon. Pine is checked back in defensively. Fuller trying to win the ball back. Now they play it out for Foth.
Nice
there's
job.
The ball cleared away. I believe that was Scholl that got a piece of that. And Jackson. It's Every. They give it away. Oh,
nice,
way to go.
Nice
Chase
step by Chase.
Won that back. That was a dangerous spot.
And then off, great ball, get over there.
Yeah, Fuller was out wide, but just didn't quite have enough on it.
Good idea, though. He was one-on-one over there.
Angus knocks it away. It's going to be a Dowling throw. Is it? It might be a corner now. And they're going to have a substitution for Dowling.
Reporting in for the Maroons, number 9, Sartori.
Sartori. Well, that's Enrico Sartori Fernandez. He'll be up somewhere near the top of the formation. I didn't really see who they subbed off.
And a corner kick awarded to the Maroons.
Try and figure out who they subbed off here. And the ball kind of pinballs around. And Mendias comes up with the ball.
Good save by Mendias. Good save by Mendias.
So Jaden will punt the ball away. This one out past midfield. Takes a high bounce. Modernock trying to win it. Modernock's going to run onto it. And a nice job by Colin Modernock to win that one. And let's see. Oh, he was thinking Jackson was going to continue through the formation. Decent idea. DCG maintains possession with the throw. Ball into Modernock. He turns through the formation. Again, DCG just can't connect that final pass to get the shot on goal.
And Dowling looks like with adding Enrico in there, they've pretty much had 3 kids that are all in that solid forward formation.
There's May clearing it out. Modernock can't quite get a touch on it.
Nice battle back there by Connor.
They'll play it back for Mares. Diego takes a touch. Now he switches it for Leon. Fabian will play it back to his center back. Foth back for Leon. DCG content to give him that space. Now the long ball, and he is onside, I believe. And Mendias comes out. And is it going to be a goal kick? It is. Wow, great play by Mendias to come out. That was Joshua Roman Castro, who had a real good chance there.
You know, for the Mustangs this year, after losing 2 quality keepers last year, that was one of the spots where early on not really knowing what was going to happen. And Mendez has been very solid back there in the first few games.
Well, Barca wins the goal kick. Wesley Kabamba is checked on for Brogan Fuller. Here's Dowling.
It looked like they've switched that up a little bit, moved Mendez over here to the left side and put him number 4 over there for Dowling, more in the mid now, maybe giving him a different look.
And Leon will carry the ball over to the far side. And they're going to try a long ball in again. Sent away by Scholl, and a nice pass to the outside. And Whistler able to get a touch on it. Kabamba not able to keep possession though. And now it's Dowling with possession in the back again. They haven't had a ton of success working the ball through the midfield, and just as I say that, a turnover in the midfield for McDermott. He plays it. McDermott not able to get through the defender.
Collins sticking with it.
And it's going to be a Dowling throw.
Going for the Maroons.
So Smirage will fire it in for Gradell. Over to Leon. Dowling just kind of working it around the back areas.
Both Tate and Every are just kind of playing that rover in the middle, very defensive minded, just understanding Dowling's just going to probe and just waiting to jump those passes when they try to get to the middle.
Yeah, that's well defended there. Angus took it away. Scholl steps up.
Oh, look at Wesley on the outside.
And McDermott has it taken away. And there's Angus again stepping in. Back for Scholl. Now it's McDermott. Angus, Scholl. Into the chest of a midfielder for Dowling. And the ball headed away, but Jackson gets a foot on it. Jackson gets there first. He's got a kind of a head of steam. Beats the defender. Jackson sends it up. Pine's there. Can
turn.
they finish? Can they finish? Can they finish? No, they can't. What a save by Mares.
The save by the goalie, but really
good
nice
defending.
look. Woo. 2 quality opportunities there, one on the rebound and one on the shot.
Boy, the ball was just bouncing in front of the goal, waiting for a finish there. DCG's best chance.
Beautiful control by Jackson and a nice ball right in there to Eddie. And he just turned really nice and had it. And just hats off to the keeper on that. That was one heck of a save.
Diego knows what he's doing back there in goal. Dowling with 2 quality keepers. Mares, one of them. There's a ball in, knocked out of bounds by May. And they'll stop for a substitution. Dunlop will have to wait to throw here. And Enrico, I believe, is going to come off. Or no, that's Joshua Roman Castro. So Mendez heads it back for Abarca. Now they'll switch it over for Leone. Dowling finds some space in the middle for the first time in a while, but taken away, and there's Modernock again.
Playing really well today.
Boy, he's in. Jackson calmly sends it back to his center back, Nathan Scholl. Outside for Angus. Angus finds Whistler Kabamba. And the ball given away. Got to connect those to keep that opportunity going.
And to keep these wingers for Dowling a little more honest. They're, I feel like they've been kind of edging up a little bit and wanting to make some runs, which with a 3-back, when we intercept those passes, we can get going the other way and have some numbers pretty easy.
So it's going to be a throw for DCG here. And we're going to have a yellow card for Connor May. I didn't really see what happened there. DCG was awarded the ball in the throw. So let's see who comes on for DCG as you get the yellow in high school, and you got to sit for, I believe, is it a minimum of 5 or 10? I think it's 5 now.
Yeah.
Regardless, Owen Hope will sub on for Connor May.
And checking in, number 11, Owen Hope.
It should be a DCG throw here. Owen Hope will come on and play that right back position for Connor May. Hope, a senior. Throws it in for Jackson. Jackson with a good first touch, but
not sure what happened with that whole Connor incident, because it looked like the ball went one way. There was a little bit of a, they both tried to hit it there, but they awarded us the ball out on Dowling, so I'm not.
I think Connor wanted a foul.
And so,
not 100% sure, but I think he said something to the official. And
that's probably maybe asking for something that wasn't going to happen.
But now if you're DCG in a game like this with a guy on a yellow, it may dictate how much playing time Connor May gets the rest of the way, because you certainly don't want to go a man down with a second yellow.
And especially against a team with the quality of Dowling and the way they possess.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But right now May goes to the bench with the yellow. Gradell bothered in the back there by Jackson. Over to Foth. Foth kind of controlling the things at center back. McDermott wins the ball every little
almost there.
A step behind there to win the ball after McDermott had poked it away. Now Dowling has a little bit of space, but great job by Angus to take another one away. Every good idea, but just couldn't connect with Modernock. A little bit of time here now. Abarca drop back into the back. McDermott has it. Tries to find Pine. Pine hits the deck. Nothing called. I think that was the right call. Eddie was looking for a foul but didn't get it. Now Gradell looks down the right side. Mendez steps in. Ball deflected away, and Mendias, the keeper for DCG, runs it down.
Game feels like it's starting to open up a little bit more too.
Yeah, you're starting to see some of the DCG midfielders a little more forward and a little bit more of a higher press here from Dowling.
Most definitely.
Abarca. And what do we got? Oh, a handball on Henry there.
Handball's called on the Maroons. Handball's called on the Maroons. Free kick for DCG.
And McDermott looked like he was going to take the free kick, trying to fake out his old buddy Enrico. Benkendorf sends a deep ball towards Kabamba on the far side. Wesley tries to chest it down.
Nice save.
Absolutely, no. Every turns. Every to Scholl, now McDermott. McDermott. I think he thought AJ was going forward there, but just sends it out of bounds. There's Pine. Ooh. That's one where Eddie needs to put his body on that that midfielder player, Gradell, instead of going for the ball.
He's definitely solid there in the middle and very calm on the ball for Dowling there.
Played a ton of soccer, good player. Possession-minded. Barca has it. And it's deflected out of bounds, so Leone will throw it in here for Dowling on the far side near midfield. Looks like Braden Roberts getting set to check in next time DCG has a throw in. Here comes a little bit of space here for Dowling. Mendias comes out though. Mendez getting a little frustrated. And Hope plays it up. And possession back to Dowling.
They've definitely controlled the pace of the game this half. Another nice.
Oh, wow. Mendias had it knocked out of his hands.
Not sure if that was friendly fire.
I think that was his own player. I think Benkendorf ran into him.
I'm sure.
Well, they're going to, I mean, the DCG folks are asking for a foul on Jonathan Mendez, so maybe it was him that contacted the keeper, but
I'm sure Chase has been coached to tell him you're going to stick with Jonathan every time you see him there, and so it was one of those things where he was just right on him, and they both ran into our keeper there.
So Roberts will check in, give Eddie Pine a break. 13 minutes to go here in the first half. Both teams have had a couple of pretty good goal-scoring opportunities, but still scoreless. Mendias will take the goal kick, and ball sent up deep. Roberts trying to run onto it.
Roberts giving Eddie a break there.
Barca sends it in for Mendez, and he is onside.
Yeah, this could be.
He's going to look to attack. And the ball sails out and kept out. Oh, what a!
I don't think they ever
did not
across
give a
the
goal.
Line.
They didn't give the goal, and they're going to have a foul.
That was about as close as you can get, and a heck of a hustle play by.
Well, that's
Jaden.
DCG very fortunate not to give up a goal there. I mean, that ball was on the line. It's got to completely cross the line to be a goal. DCG, I think, needs to settle back down here. And like you said, they started to get a little forward with their midfielders, and that's really opened up the space for the players you're kind of worried about coming into the game. There's a nice touch there. Modernach's going to play a ball down. Can Jackson run onto it? No, it's going to be chased down by Foth. Diego Mares with it. A little high press here from DCG. That's well done. And that's another miscommunication, and Mendez takes one right in the chest, but your center back and your keeper have to get on the same page quickly, or one of these is going in the back of the net.
Most definitely.
I mean, Mendez took a shot, though, right in the midsection. He's probably going to have to – we'll see if he has to come off or not. I don't think he's going to want to, but they have a sub waiting. He's one of the tougher players on the field. He's
most definitely.
Mendias just decided last minute he couldn't wait for the ball to get inside the 18.
He came off that line hard, and he knew it was there, but I think if he would have tried to go down to grab it, he probably would have slid right outside the box. So at the last minute, he just chose to blast it, and
the ball headed out there by Gradell, so it'll be a throw for DCG. And both teams have kind of dodged a bullet right in front of their own net, that's for sure.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Here's McDermott with it. Mendez chasing him. Hope sends it over to Bankendorf. Pressure applied here by Dowling. And they'll fire it up for Roberts. He'll chest it.
There we go.
Gets a touch
nice
on
ball
it. Now it's Modernock with a little bit of space. Can he find Jackson on the
like
one
that.
touch? There he finds him. Gets a touch. Jackson has it in the 18. Jackson turns. Other side. Kabamba.
Oh, nicely done.
Whistly, his off foot, the right foot, didn't get on top of it and sent it over the crossbar by about 10 feet.
I thought we were going to see a replay. Didn't we have one last year where he tried to bicycle one, something like that, so that he had it? I thought maybe we were going to see him lay out with that ball just kind of floating over there towards him. But heck of a try and a heck of a move by Jackson down there to kind of keep possession of the ball.
So we stay scoreless. 9 minutes and change here left to go. Both teams have kind of opened up here a little bit. Roberts with a little pressure up top. He'll play it back to Leone, who stands alone over on the far side. Now it's Gradell. Roberts has done a nice job coming on and really providing some energy up top, but now you leave Mendez and Bankendorf 1v1.
I like that choice.
Yeah.
Hope need
gives it away here, and now Modernock does a nice job to come in, wins it. Modernock tried to find Jackson. There's Every to break things up. He does find Jackson. Jackson sends it over to the sideline, keeps it from going out of bounds. Kind of a battle over there, won by Dowling, and Every just knocks it out of bounds to reset.
Dowling's mids seem like they're getting much more aggressive and much more active there.
Mm-hmm. Kind of changing up their runs, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
There's McDermott with the ball on his foot.
Again, when they do that with a three-back system, that's leaving us out. That's a tackle from behind.
That's potentially a yellow.
It
will be a yellow.
Looks like it.
And let's be honest, McDermott anticipated that, so I think his goal there was to draw the foul. And Angus, will it be Angus or will it be McDermott? They're going to talk about it, but one of them, I think McDermott's going to take it. All kinds of space down the right side if somebody wanted to drag a defender through there.
Checking back in for the Maroons, number 10, Molina.
So Molina checks back in, the midfielder for Dowling. McDermott will send the free kick in. Dangerous area there.
Most
headed right
ball.
to the keeper. Mares with a pretty simple save in the end. But another good opportunity, and the ball headed back towards the center. Gradell with it. They'll send it out wide. Molina has it taken away. There's Modernock, a couple of teammates at the club level going at it. And another switch back over to Leone.
Collins been very active up and down this right-hand side.
Yeah, Modernock's played well. Gradell. Every does a nice job to step in front of him and close things down. Gradell gets it back. Kind of dropping McDermott into that defensive midfield, and Every has moved up in front of him. Here's a ball sent out wide, but Scholl there. Scholl gets a touch, and last touch by DCG. It'll be a throw for Dowling. 6:30 to go here. And there's a dangerous ball in.
Into the middle there.
Sent out. Dowling will keep it in. plate back in. Every tries to find Kabamba. He gets a
Oh!
foot on it and a
there
foul
looks like a
given
foul
there. So DCG will have a free kick in their defensive end.
Dowling does a nice job when they do push up and get those balls in the box, and we clear them. They have their mids out wide and in a good space.
Pushing up, knowing where that next ball's going.
Exactly. Kind of keeps that pressure on, but DCG's done a nice job to just kind of maintain their defense.
Angus with a long ball up top. Jackson bothering Gradell, but he's able to send it out wide. Good step there by Every. And
Wesley.
Kabamba, now it's Scholl. They give it away in the midfield. Dangerous spot for
a team like this, yes.
And there's a ball sent back into the offensive end, but nobody home. Here's Gradell through the midfield, but he's going to give it back to DCG. Roberts takes a touch.
Fine.
Now sends
Looking
it
for
outside.
Colin.
Again, that's
Those are the passes that you just can't afford to.
yeah. Colin's got to be wider, and that ball's got to be on the money. Now it's Mendez outside for Abarca. Angus gives chase. Steps in front of the offensive player. Back out of the 18 it goes. Here's Jackson.
Nice
Now
step.
Henry takes the long shot, and it's going to be a goal kick. Subs coming here for DCG.
Looks like we got.
Shot by number 4, Abarca. Went high.
Let's see who they bring on here. Kessler is going to come on for DCG. Looks like Connor May will be back on. And Canton Notterman.
Number 15, Nick Kessler. Number 16, Canton Naderman. And coming back, he had number 6, Connor May.
So a little over 4 minutes to go here. DCG and Dowling still scoreless here. Dowling trying to build something up here.
Nice step by
Again,
Chase.
Ball sent back, but
Just not.
you're sending it back to a player who's playing 1v3. Like to see a little more possession through the midfield here. Playing really defensively again, kind of like we started the game, but that middle's opened up a little more than it was in the beginning. Here's Mendez. Jonathan goes by McDermott, gets by the defenders, sends it back in, cleared out of there by Scholl. That gives you an idea of what Mendez is capable of.
That was a
Went
very nice little move right there, making space for himself.
And you can't, he's crafty enough to get fouls in the box too, so you can't, be very physical with him in that situation. There's McDermott winning the ball back.
Nice win there.
Up for Roberts, but again, it's just playing Braden up there 1v3 is not going to be very successful. Here's ball played outside. Now it's Molina. His ball deflected. And through to Mendias, and he'll pick it up.
Maybe just take a moment here on the don't rush this kick.
240 and change here.
Yeah, it feels like Dowling has kind of just continued to move forward slightly with their possession.
Jonathan Mendez was down on the turf. He's back up now, but has a little bit of a limp to get rid of. Maybe got stepped on or took a shot to the right foot. Dowling will send it out wide.
He's taken a couple shots today, but if he finds the back of the net, I'm sure he'll do a backflip.
Yeah. Now Mendez has it on his foot again. McDermott.
Tate.
Mendez wins it back. Now Jonathan's going to take a shot, but a couple of DCG defenders there. Scholl with a little bit of space. Good ball.
That's a great ball right there.
Kessler with a little bit of space out here on the right side. Kessler sends it in for Roberts. And DCG just loses possession in that final third again.
Yeah, just too easy.
And Dowling will reset. Here's Abarca with it. Henry's going to play long. Not on the same page there with Mendez. And Notterman's going to find Kabamba on that far side. Every a little bit heavy on the
of a
first
touch
touch.
on that one, though.
DCG
Again, yes.
clears it back to midfield. Roberts able to get ahead on it. Now gotta attack that ball. They'll play it back for Mares. DCG just doesn't have the numbers forward, so it's pretty easy for Dowling to kind of reset things.
Especially with the quality of those three back there.
Notterman wins it, but gives it right back. Barca. Oh, nice play there by May. They win possession. Now it's Kessler with it. Connor. And it's out of bounds off a Dowling maroon. McDermott takes it first touch. Now McDermott again finds Jackson in the middle of the field. Whistler making a run. Plays it up top. Headed back though. Good play there by the center back. Foth. 15 seconds. DCG's just going to be trying to clear this now. Scholl gets a piece of it. Notterman will just send it out. And that'll be the end of the half. Well, pretty well played, even half, I would say. Both teams, like we said, balls bouncing right in front of the goal. And one of them literally on the goal line. That was Dowling probably with the best opportunity, but both teams I thought had a good chance to score, didn't capitalize.
Most definitely. Both keepers had some very nice defensive plays to keep this game 0-0.
Well, they put 10 minutes on the clock for the halftime break. We'll step away for just a minute. We're scoreless at the half. DCG and Dowling Catholic will come back for the 40 minutes here in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our internationally recognized judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. More awesome tunes are coming up here on Game Time. Hey, high school sports fans, want to get in the game? Make the big calls? Give back to your community? Then sign up today to become a high school official. More officials are urgently needed in every sport in our state, from football to swimming to wrestling and volleyball. Without officials, there are no sports. So make the right call and
Beautiful sky.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was going to get down in the 40s.
All right, welcome back here to DCG Stadium. Halftime break has concluded, and we are going to get back to live action here. Second half about ready to start. Both teams taking the field. Right now, Dowling Catholic and DCG tied at 0. Couple of chances for both teams there in that first half, but we remain scoreless. I think one yellow for each team. I know Connor May for the Mustangs on a yellow. And is he going to get the start? Yeah, he's going to start the second half. So, and then I didn't get a number on the yellow.
On the Dowlings.
There was I'm trying to think of who that was. I think it was a sub, so I don't think that player is going to start the second half, but pretty well played half. I mean, right now, DCG, a 3A team now that Iowa Soccer has created that fourth class this year for the first time ever. So a 4A exists now, DCG a 3A team, and Dowling Catholic a 4A team. So second consecutive game, DCG steps up in class to take on a potentially top 10 4A opponent. Victorious in their first game, 3-2 against Johnston, and Dowling was able to take care of Norwalk 5-3 in their first game. And then we're back underway, and Dowling with the kickoff. Molina will send it over to the far side, and here's a ball to the middle, and Abraka drops it back for Gradell. Gradell's going to try and play it in on a little through ball, and Scholl shields off. Look like, was it Mendez? Couldn't tell. It's a goal kick, though, for DCG. And what do we got? I don't think Mendias allowed the ball to come to a rest before he played the ball in.
Dowling with that first possession pushed forward pretty quickly compared to the beginning of the first half, showing a ton of patience, and maybe I think they're going to try to come out a little more direct and a little bit more pushing forward this second half.
Well, DCG, it's McDermott in the midfield, sends it over for Modernock. Collin trying to find Eddie Pine on the outside. Kept in on the far side. Dowling will reset to the back line. And they'll switch it over to Leon. This is the side they've kind of chose to attack from, but Leon's going to circle back. Gradell sends it now to the far side. Mendez checks in right back to his back line. Now Gradell. Kind of similar to how they started.
Now they're showing a little more patience, but you can see these wings on both sides are just ready to make that run if the ball turns to the middle and they get a clean turnaround.
There's a nice step there by Modernock. And he's dispossessed in the middle, and now this is a dangerous spot here as Scholl's able to run it down. He's just going to send it out.
That was Brogan.
Oh, was it Brogan Fuller? You're right.
Brogan Fuller on that one, so he's tracing back a little bit, helping out on that defense.
And here's a Barca getting through, and Mendias going to come away with it.
Whew. Yeah, they've got some nice footwork.
Well, Henry's a very creative player, no doubt. And Mendias goal kick. There's Fuller doing a nice job of shielding the defender.
And then keeping the ball, keeping
Plays
possession.
it back for Angus. Now McDermott. He'll send it to the back line. Here's Jackson. Jackson taken away by Gradell. Can Ben win it back? No, Gradell's just going to play it. Now they send it up front. Mendez.
Nice little attempt for give and go, but she'll be there.
Here's McDermott getting a foot on it, and they tried to send it out wide, but deflected to the foot of Gradell, and now they reset. Fabian Leone kind of surveys things.
Nice.
A nice job in the middle. Won by Every. Now it's Fuller.
Looks like he's going down line for
good
Jackson.
Ball. Can Jackson get it? And it's ushered out of bounds there by Dowling and Foth.
This is a nice weighted ball by Brogan to get it to Jackson there with a full head of steam.
Well, that's where DCG's been most dangerous, with Jackson running onto a ball. They'll play it in for Jackson, and Brogan will send it in, but low and deflect it out of there.
A little more height, he might have had Eddie right there in the box. There we
DCG
go.
wins it back to the feet of McDermott. And he'll try and find Modernock on the outside, but
still won it.
back over to Modernock. Now May sends one in towards Pine. He gets a head on it, but it's going to be headed out of bounds.
Very nice attempt there.
Yeah, and you know, it's about 15 yards out. It's going to take a perfect header there, but certainly an opportunity for DCG. Mares takes the short kick. Foth will play it over for Leone. Leone looking to play long, but hits that one out of bounds. It'll be a DCG throw.
Throw in for the Mustangs. Throw in for the Mustangs.
Angus looks for the long throw. That one cleared into the middle of the field. Every retreats back. And now Henry. Abraka has it. And well defended there by Angus. Chested down by Every. Fuller.
Nice little move.
Has it
dispossessed.
taken away. Into the middle, it's Molina. He'll strike from there if given the space. And here comes a strike, and nice save by Mendias.
Ooh, I think we had a little more time back there than we thought.
Yeah.
Shot by Dunlap, another amazing save by Mendias.
Into the middle of the field, Gradell sends it out wide. Kevin Kopik has it out there. Fuller did a nice job.
Nice
Kopik
job.
plays it off his
It
foot
should
out
be
of bounds.
a DCG ball there.
Yep,
Right?
it is.
Throw in for the Mustangs.
So Angus will come up to make the throw. Finds McDermott. And a little
Just
miscommunication. And McDermott, I don't know if it's a throw or a foul given there. I think it was a foul. No, it is a throw. Thought it should have been Dowling ball.
I would agree.
Here's Pine getting a foot on it. Every
There we go.
drops it back for May. He's got all kinds of space on that far
See
side.
another couple connections here.
And this ball caroms off a Maroon player. Jackson has it on his feet. Now McDermott with it. Back for Ben Jackson. To McDermott. Over to Angus, who's crept up into the formation.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I think he was looking for
He's
Tate
looking for
making a
Tate,
run
and
there,
just-
but Pine gets a foot on it, sends it out wide for Fuller. Brogan plays it off of Maroon out of bounds, so it'll be a DCG throw.
Some decent pressure by the Dallas Center Grimes boys.
For the Mustangs. Throw in for the Mustangs.
Angus will throw in for McDermott.
Nice turn.
Tate finds Jackson. Jackson turns to his left, sends one in across the
Great
box.
ball.
And that's going to be a corner. Pine was sitting there waiting, but it was headed out of there nicely by Foth, I think. I didn't get a number on it, but no, it wasn't Foth.
Good ball by Jackson there, and then the ball got up in the air, so it didn't come across the turf. Got a little air under it, and then it makes it way more.
So it looks like, is that Modernock taking the corner over there?
Yes, that is.
Here's Collins' corner sent in.
Good
and
ball.
McDermott tries to get ahead on it. Might have just got a piece of it, but Mares quickly out. Tries
he
to
might have
find
been
a.
getting held a little bit back there too. He didn't get up off the ground that much, but that ball kind
Here
of took
comes
a nosedive
Mendez
on
with
him.
a run. Finds Henry. And that's going to be a goal. No, what a save there.
Woo!
Who was back there? Benkendorf.
Yes, Chase cleaned that one up. But another nice save by.
You just can't let Dowling counter with Abraka and Mendez. 2v2. That's a recipe for disaster. Mendez turns. Harmless shot on goal there, and Mendias there to corral it. So about 8.5 minutes in here to the second half. Still scoreless, 0-0 game. Couple of good chances again here for both teams. Both teams kind of playing end-to-end here to start the second half. It looks like Henry is going to go to the sideline for something. Abarca.
Dowling hasn't had a lot of shots on goals, but the ones they've had, Mendiaz has really had to be tested, and he's been able to stand up to it.
Free kick won there by Eddie Pine momentarily, but Modernock able to
Stick with it.
now Eddie Pine's going to run onto it.
Rogan coming down this back far sideline.
And the ball touched out of bounds by Dowling. It'll stay. And let's see, are they going to bring, I think Henry might be switching shoes over there. They're playing, did they sub for him? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They did. They subbed for him. Sartori. Fernandez checks in. In it comes. McDermott tried to get a piece of it, but now it's Mendez checking back in. And he'll drop it off for Leon. Leon looking for somebody to play it to. Now finds Gradell in the middle. Little space for Enrico. Gradell again. DCG just kind of sitting back here.
Giving him
There's Molina on a nice little ball, but cleared out of there. Is that Angus clearing that one out?
he's the one that got the foot on it, looks like.
Well, DCG kind of sitting back a little defensively. McDermott trying to win the ball back outside there. Ball on Molina's foot now to Gradell. Sent over outside. Somebody not on the same page there. Modernock runs by a midfield player, and Colin able to
Stays
come
the
out of
ball.
there with the ball. Jackson running in the middle of the field. Can he find him? He does. First touch to Jackson, but he just can't get
Done.
through traffic.
Boy, Collins having a really nice game.
Yeah. But Dowling doing a nice job like here, countering. And here's a ball played over the head of the keeper and out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick. Things have definitely opened up here, though.
Definitely. I think Tate put a few miles on in that first half. I think he's going to feel like he's at a cross-country practice for sure by the time this game's over.
Here's Scholl to Jackson. And DCG gives another one away, this one on the offensive end for Dowling. And here comes, I think, Henry Abarca comes back on for Dowling after the shoe change. I'm fairly certain that's what he was doing over
It
there.
looks
I
like
don't know if
exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he's definitely changed them up.
There's Molina. Drops it back for Foth. Now it's Abarca. Abarca turns. Makes a little run, a little 1-2 through the middle. It's Abarca with a shot on goal. Mendias right there for the save.
Another nice save. They've had those little give and go 2 and 3 ball quick moving forward combos. They've done that very well through the middle.
Well, here comes another opportunity for Dowling, and
Tate steps back, kind of disrupts us a little bit, but that's a good weighted ball. No, that's not gonna, that's a dive. There we go.
yeah, the official was coming in, but only to tell the Dowling player to get up.
Well, I think he was looking for some assistance from the side ref too, who had a better angle of it because he was being shielded, but
and that's last touch by Dowling. That's going to be a throw for DCG. You see the creativity up top by Dowling, creating opportunities. They just haven't finished one yet. There's a nice turn.
That was a very nice turn.
And a play for Modernock, and that's cleared out, and they're going to say a goal kick. Modernock wanted a foul. And down on the turf, there's that
number 5 for Dowling.
Joshua Roman Castro down on the turf.
He another one where he
tried to make a slide tackle.
From the side, borderline back, and just might have caught the turf a little bit too much.
I think they're going to probably have to sub on for.
He doesn't look like he's
Roman Castro. Well, almost 15 minutes into the second half. We've played about 55 minutes total, still scoreless. And you see a lot of the Dowling players over there asking for water.
This is they definitely were much more patient with their possession in the first half, and this one they're trying to push forward. I think they're used to scoring goals, and they're not liking to see the goose egg up there. But credit to DCG for just kind of maintaining that defense. And we've had some counter opportunities, but we're kind of kicking ourselves in the foot with some of those missed passes that were there open in space.
So it looks like we'll get back underway. Crowder will check on for Roman Castro. And back we go. Abarca has it for Dowling. Now Leone finds Molina. Molina chased by Jackson. Nice heel pass back for Leone. Now Abarca has it in the middle. Through ball, but sniffed out there by May, who clears it. So Dowling with the throw. Gradell looks to play through, and again,
another step by Connor.
May steps in front and clears it out of there, but right back to Dowling, who just resets. Now Molina. Crafty move with the left foot. Molina sends it to Gradell. Back to Gradell. To the outside. Gradell has it back inside. Molina. This is where they create
a lot of space right there.
Enrico will take the shot, and that's going to sail out of bounds wide of the right post.
Number 9 with the kick, going right, going wide to the right.
So a goal kick with 25 and change to go here. And Diaz looks to play long, but right to the foot of Abarca. Almost rather see them play short if Dowling's going to win every goal kick.
Yeah.
DCG kind of closing things down, so they'll send it back for Leone. Now it's to Gradell. Ian plays it out wide. And McDermott gets a piece of that one. They're trying to send that in. Sent out of bounds, and it'll be a throw for Connor May over there on the far side. Here's a long throw down the far side, but Dowling first to it. DCG able to win it back. McDermott tries to chip it over a couple of Maroon midfielders.
And he closed on him.
Pine trying to run it down. And they'll play into the midfield again for Molina. Ball played out to the far side. Swing it back through Molina in the midfield. Pine gets a foot on it.
Nice touch.
Now Pine trying to, and there's a foul given, and that was Molina, which good foul to me if you're Dowling.
Most definitely.
If Eddie Pine gets that on the foot of Jackson, he's 1v1 with Leone.
And he was just needing to turn around, so that was just one quick touch to where.
So it'll be a free kick from about 40 out. Nothing real concerning here in terms of playing it right to the frame. I think you're trying to drop one in somewhere between the 6 and the 18 to create something here. Connor May will take it.
Maybe an opportunity for a second ball that comes back. I'd like to see Scholl up there, maybe on a couple of these ones where it's a little bit closer.
And it's going to be Angus as May kind of backed off of it, and a dangerous play there. Fuller got a piece. And now it's Scholl, and he's just going to play it out. That ball went out 15 yards back here. You can't give him.
Checking back in for the Maroons, number 5, Roman Castro.
Roman Castro comes back on. He was the player that went off injured earlier. And it looks like he's going to replace Schumacher. Well, 22 and change left. Who's going to draw first blood here? Dowling to throw it in near midfield. Fuller gets it on his foot. Fuller now, can he find Jackson? He tries to, but it's a broken up there by Henry Abarca. But a throw in here, and Angus will come down and throw it in for DCG. Angus looking for options, going to throw deep for Pine. Pine trying to run it down. Pine, was it last touched by, they're going to say a corner.
They're giving us a corner kick.
Pine sold that one. Not sure if he got a touch, but Pine's telling him, you know you touched it. Eddie's just got to leave Gradell alone there.
Yep. Just maybe just agree with the ref and keep moving.
So Modernock will take the corner. Let's see if somebody can get on the end of one here on the far post.
They did move Scholl up into the box for this one, and Connor had a beautiful ball in the lap. Oh, he came.
Missed it. But it's cleared out of there by a defender for Dowling, so it'll be a throw, but
not what Colin was looking for.
No, just hit the corner.
We got a couple subs coming in.
Bruck and Kabamba coming on. And I think Modernock and Brogan Fuller will take a break for DCG. Bruck scored in the first game for DCG. Let's see if he can make some magic happen here again.
We'd like to see it right from that same position. It was
throw in for Jackson. Boy, that was close to a handball.
Inside the box, nonetheless.
And a ball played out, and Scholl's going to send it back in. Misplayed, and Pine tries to get there. Nice touch there in the midfield. And the ball sent out wide. Dowling on the counter. Left-footed cross comes in, and Diaz misplays it. Did he get a touch on it? They say goal kick. Dowling wanted a corner. They thought Jaden maybe got a piece of that one. And we hit 20 minutes to go. We're 3/4 of the way through this one, still scoreless. And Diaz will play short. Angus.
They didn't play short this time.
Angus finds Jackson.
Ooh.
Looking for Pine, and who's just
Pine was seeing. I don't think Pine was anticipating Jackson with the back header on that one.
Pine pressures Mares, the keeper.
And nice hit by
there to take it away.
And that's
a foul given.
Same situation.
And
he had to do it.
That's borderline yellow because you're not playing the ball. There's no attempt to play the ball there by Abarca.
I think he's going to get a talking to.
Yeah. So now a free kick for DCG. I think McDermott wants to take this one. He's going to send May down Let's see if somebody can get on the end of something here in the box.
We put Scholl back in there. That's a good ball right there.
A lot of traffic there, and I don't think anybody got anything on it.
But it was beautifully placed right there. That was Scholl was making a run right down that side that Tate angled for. And
Mares was out, but he didn't really go after the ball. It was almost like he was waiting for the touch. Now DCG back, or Dowling rather, back the other way. And onto the foot of Enrico. He tries to play it out wide. Kabamba gets ahead on it. Kabamba
still battling
for the ball, sends it down the near sideline, but it's going to trickle out of bounds, and Leon will have a throw for Dowling. And he'll just go to Foth, his center back. Dowling is going to switch sides.
They like starting their possession from their center back there and just kind of regrouping and then building out of there.
Jackson, strong play there, but had it poked away by Abarca. And they try to send it up top for Eddie Pine. Now DCG retreating, a little bicycle pass there and a nice touch.
Another nice touch.
And a shot on goal spilled there by Mendias. And that's going to be an indirect kick. That's just a mental mistake in the back. Benkendorf tapped it to Mendias. He was telling him you have time to pick it up, but it's going to be an indirect kick, I believe.
I did not see
Benkendorf.
I think it was Scholl, or who was it? I don't see anybody touch it.
I think Benkendorf touched it. I don't know for sure, but
he's conversing, so we'll see what he's going to do here. The side judge definitely had a view of it.
I can't remember if this is indirect or direct. I should know, but you're going to have a 4 or 5 man wall right in front of. And who's going to take it? Will it be Molina or will it be Mendez? I mean, he's just going to fire this thing
right at him.
Direct kick opportunity.
Now this is borderline PK here. And he's going to go far post right at, I would assume, low away from the wall.
Or right under it, assuming somebody's going to jump.
Be a tough angle to put it over the wall. It'll be a mad scramble as soon as the kick is made, but it is indirect. And
boy,
they dodge a bullet, but it's still on the great play by Eddie Pine to get a touch on that. Now it's Whistler the other way, and they give it away. Mendias retreats and catches it in the air.
Well, that was about as close as you're going to see to a rugby game in soccer right there.
Just need a little more composure, and you got to connect passes in that situation. And Jackson goes down. Now that the game has really opened up, Bruck got a piece of it, but Molina maintains possession. Ball sent in, and Mendias there for the save. Just roll it out for Angus and let's play. And they're going to throw out wide for May instead, who has a little space, but he loses possession. Checking back in, there's Bruck.
Way to track back.
There's Every with it. Now McDermott gives it up, and they play it long. And Pine. There's Jackson taking a touch. Kabamba maybe. Here's Ben Jackson. Sends it out wide for Bruck. Get in the box. Bruck sends it in. Whistler's there. Ooh, Mares makes a nice save.
Ball.
Diego Mares with the save for Dowling.
Shot by number 14, Brock.
And this thing is definitely opened up here.
Most definitely.
I mean, there's a ball to the middle of the field, and there's no one near.
And then
good ball there. Abarca's going to run it down. Angus stands him up. Angus, there's a ball blocked by Scholl in the box. Great defensive play by him, and Gradell calmly plays it back for Leon. Now it's Foth, the center back for Dowling. Left-footed pass. Oh, a nice chest pass there. Now it's Jonathan Mendez. Mendez drops it back. And they'll play through the middle. Gradell's got space. There's Molina with it. Molina switches it again.
Mustangs have been fine with giving him in that space right there. Just concentrating on dropping so many folks back on defense.
Kabamba heads it away, and it'll stay with Dowling for the throw. 13:40 to go, and
a couple subs coming in.
Stoppage and some subs.
Looks like Every's coming back.
I think Modernock.
Oh, it's Modernock. Yep.
Checking in for the Maroons, number 8.
Move Wesley up front.
Yeah, Kabamba will move up front. Modernock slides over to the midfield spot here on the near side.
Back in for the Mustangs, number 5, Colin Modernock.
So it'll be a throw here for Dowling. Schumacher tosses it in for Gradell. Gradell just plays it back. Now Molina. Oh,
Tate with it.
McDermott gives it back for Angus. Scholl now. Scholl finds McDermott with a little space out near midfield. And McDermott has it knocked away by Gradell. Quick throw in from McDermott. And he doesn't get a touch. And he takes it away and now gives it back. And it's Every doing a nice job hustling back. And here comes Dowling. Down the right side, Angus. There defensively, a cross comes in. McDermott drops back in to take that away. And now Modernock, gets a touch on it. Now Jackson is upended. Modernock gives it off for McDermott. He sees Jackson making a run, and there's Foth there to take it away. That ball needed to be a little bit deeper and wider, and had a shot.
Good idea, though.
But yeah, absolutely.
This game has definitely opened up.
Great job by Every. Can Bruck keep it in? He does, and it's deflected out of bounds. It'll be a DCG throw.
Throwing for the Mustangs.
Oh, this one might come down to conditioning. I mean, a lot of guys on the field are on mile 5 or 6 here, I would say.
Not a lot of subs this second half, and so these kids are putting some miles on back and forth.
Whistler makes the turn. Whistler's going to send it in, deflected, and it's going to be a corner for DCG.
That's good.
And we'll see who takes the corner here. I think it's going to be Modernock. It's probably going to be up to, let's see if it's, they'll put McDermott on the far post, Jackson and the rest of the crew. Bruck.
Looks like Scholl's making a run and Wesley on the near post. Well, I think we're selling out on this one.
Well, 11 minutes to go as Modernock takes the corner. Ball sent in. Sent back, Angus. Turns. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea, but ball deflected, and now Mendez is going to give it up.
Chase is on the run.
Nice slide tackle.
Slide tackle by Chase.
Bankendorf with a beautiful slide tackle.
Resulting in a Maroon throw-in.
Well, the intensity is picked up here with about 10 to go, and Leon looks to switch it over as DCG kind of resets here. Here comes another ball in low and deflected away. McDermott will have it on his foot. Jackson looks to turn. Jackson, beautiful ball out for Modernock.
Nice run.
Leon there to cover him up. He's going to go at, there's a, not a bad idea. Now the ball played into the middle for Gradell. Enrico gives it back for Gradell. Into the middle, Abarca. Abarca given all kinds of space. Bruck comes over, forces him to send it wide. Dowling just kind of deliberate possession here as they kind of inch closer to midfield. Leon drops it back for Foth.
And the Mustangs back in their defensive shape, though, too. That midfield's really open, but, like, again, they're just content to let that happen.
There's Molina sending it out wide. Dowling looks to create something. This ball sent in. Mendias, after the deflection, comes out to corral. And right now, Mendias is taking a few seconds, and he's going to send it wide out towards Kabamba. Gradell has to play it to Leon. Leon bothered there by Modernock, fell down. And now Dowling with a little bit of space and time as Jackson had committed up on the other end. Oh, nice touch there by Connor May. Bruck lost it back to Dowling. And there's a good step. Oh, McDermott takes it away. Now he's back through the midfield. He gives it away. They just cannot connect to that final level. Jackson.
Yeah, there's
a little bit of a bump there by Jackson from behind, and
they're off and going.
And they play quick.
That's probably a little bit of that club level intensity there. They know that
Molina
coming off his line, punched it out of there.
Here comes Mendez off the post. No, I think it was off the tire. It was off the tire on the side of the post, which is out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for DCG. Well, Mendez, to me, the best goal scorer on the Maroons team, but there's others in the conversation. Almost found the back of the net there. Molina, another one of them, takes a shot from distance, but didn't get all of that one. 7:20 to play. Well, Mendias with a pretty good punt out to midfield. Jackson plays it. Gives it to McDermott. McDermott moves away from Molina. Now finds May with space down the right side. And May a little too heavy for Kabamba.
Good idea, and that was the run that was there, but
well, the adrenaline's pumping. And you've got
Dowling's not messing around. They're
ready to roll. Here comes Every to try and break that up. Enrico with the ball, poked away by Jackson, but Gradell right there. Now Molina. Mendez. Tees one up, fires off the crossbar. And Modernock's going to clear it out. Boy, DCG's dodged a couple of bullets here. Off the crossbar and off the tire just outside the post. And if DCG can connect in that final third, Dowling's ripe for the counter too, but they've just kind of lacked the creativity that Dowling's had getting chances here in the last few minutes.
100% agree with that. As Dowling's pushed up so much, we've had some 1v1 and 2v2 opportunities.
Angus.
There we go.
They find Kabamba. Running onto it is Jackson, but again, they give it away. Just not connecting with that final group. Here comes Abarca. They'll drop it back. Ball played in. Dangerous space here, and nice job by Modernock to step in there. Here's Gradell, and a foul given.
Wesley's pestering him from behind.
Free kick for the Maroons. Free kick for the Maroons.
And they'll take it quickly and switch to the far side of the field. Space given, ball sent in. Angus up high to head it away, not too far out of the box though.
That's still dangerous back in there.
May clears it high, but stays in the Dowling half. Abarca with it. Over to Molina. Molina finds Mendez. DCG with it, but again you've got some space, and they're kicking long balls away. And here comes Molina. And another ball sent out of the 18. Gradell, chest it down. And the ball poked away, and it's Modernock.
Now we should be moving here.
Abarca runs Modernock down and a foul given at midfield.
DCG might be a little lucky with that possession.
Just a little bit from behind. It was shoulder to shoulder. That's a close call, but. And is that a yellow?
He just gave him a yellow.
They gave Henry a yellow for arguing, and now Abarca's going to have to go off for the final 4 minutes. That's not a very heads-up play for Henry, although I get his frustration. It was a close call, but it's just one you've got to let go and play on.
I'm wondering if
you're dominating possession right now. If you're Dowling,
I think the center assumed that DCG had a kind of a clear track to go up there on that counter and thought that maybe that was the intentional foul, intentional foul, and that what caused it. But
well, it looks like McDermott will take the kick, sends it in, headed away. Modernock chests it down, gets a touch. Sent out for Bruck. He's hit from behind but controls it to May. May's going to send one in. And that one going to sail out of bounds for a goal kick. So still a little over 3 minutes to play. Dowling with a goal kick in a scoreless game. Fuller's going to check in for Jackson. And the ball quickly played out. Every misplays that one. Now Enrico looks to play it wide. Ball's got a nicely done there. Broken up. That's a foul. Got to play the ball. If you're DCG, not in any hurry to take this until you get people forward. So 2:30 to go. Angus will take the free kick. Sends it up for Kabamba. That's going to run out of bounds. And Leone will take the throw. Throw comes in. And they drop it back for Leone. Fuller
tracking back
nearly got there. But a long ball switch for Dowling. Bruck doing a nice job challenging, and they'll have to reset to the back. That's Fuller, rather. Still almost 2 minutes to play here. And May will usher that one out of bounds. I think it was Connor.
Yes, that was Connor on the outside. I wonder if Ben got his little bit of a breath, anticipating that we close this minute 30 out and bring him back for extra time. A lot of the players last week were cramping.
Yeah, we haven't seen that tonight.
But it looks like Ben's getting a little work overdone over there on the sideline. So.
Oh, and it's a play on as Fuller hits the ground. Molina puts it on the left foot. Here's a golden opportunity for DCG. Well done, nice block.
And good clear.
And Kabamba trying to run it down on the far side, but some confusion as to whether the ball was actually out before the bench player touched it over there, I think. There's McDermott heading it over to Kabamba. And Whistler trying to run onto this one. Wouldn't it be something to see him get a second game-winning goal inside the final minute?
Back-to-back home games with a...
Here's Fuller. Touches it for Kabamba. Outside for Modernock. Modernock running onto it, and it's going to be a foul on Modernock, I believe.
Yes.
That's the right call, but...
Playing hard.
Yeah, absolutely. That was nothing malicious there. 10 seconds to go here, and you're probably looking at extra time. Mares will touch it quickly to Leone, and that's going to be the final whistle of regulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing match thus far.
And the extra time,
5 minutes.
5-minute extra period followed by a 10-minute sudden death if there isn't a goal in the first 5. And then I would assume decided on PKs after the final sudden death period.
You know, I'm not 100% sure on that. I would assume that these games here would be fine to end in a tie. So
I'd be fine with this one ending right here. These guys are, both teams are
pretty going to be gassed. That as deliberate as Dowling was in the first half with their possession, this second half from the jump, they used their wings up and down, and this has been the majority of this second half just back and forth from end to end.
Well, and it looks like they're going to let 5 minutes run down here.
And then it'll be 10.
So it's a 10-minute, 2 sudden deaths, and then a PK. 2 sudden deaths of 10 minutes. Boy, we could be here a while. I would assume between the 2 sudden deaths, there's another 3 to 5 minute break. But you're talking about 100 minutes of soccer on your second night out. Woof. There's a couple guys out there that haven't been off the field either.
Yes, they're going to be feeling it in the morning. These guys are going to be rolling out and using ice baths or whatever they need to recover because
well, both teams huddled up over there on the far side trying to figure out how they can get a ball into the net. I guess the best, well, I think Dowling, they hit the crossbar once.
And then that one where it hit the tire. So they've had 2 that were really close.
And then they had the indirect kick that turned into a rugby scrum there inside the 6-yard area.
Still not 100% on how that was just an indirect kick versus.
Well, I think anything, really, if the keeper uses his hands in the box illegally, that's where the indirect kick happens.
And so it was just a spot foul right there.
And I think Bankendorf just had the slightest little touch.
Got you.
Kind of wondering whether Mendias was ready to grab it.
You know, again, second game out of the season, brand new goalie back there for the Mustangs. So there's still some, some comfort zone between the guys. And with the good old-fashioned Iowa spring weather, it's not like they get a whole lot of time to practice, so they're practicing out on the field as the games go.
Well, and you look at, Jaden Mendias, sophomore goalkeeper, 80 minutes in against Dowling, and you still got a clean sheet.
Not a bad run.
It took a couple breaks to get there, but you still got a clean sheet. And Diego Mares on the other end, same story. And couple of decent chances for DCG as well. So the captains and the officials got back together, and they determined that DCG will change sides, so they'll go back the way they did in the first half, it looks like. Looks like Jackson's back out there for DCG. Eddie Pine also back out. Well, it's been entertaining.
Yeah, most definitely. Dowling will have a slight breeze at their back.
Ever so slight. Flags waving a little bit there in the distance. Well, you got to come out with, as hard as it's going to be, you got to come out with some energy here. You can't be flat-footed in this first minute because it feels like Dowling's
ready to pounce.
They feel like they're ready to score a goal.
Yeah, I don't think they're not used to seeing zeros on the board, so I think they're going to come with a full head of steam. 5
goals in their last game. And at the end of regulation here against a 3A opponent, 0 goals.
It'd be nice to see a quick counter and then maybe just 1 or 2 of those connections that have been so close to see what that could lead to, because they're definitely exposed when we do dispossess them.
McDermott goes around Enrico, plays it. Now they find Fuller. Fuller sends it in. Modernock couldn't quite get there. And now Mendez, dispossessed by Every. Here's Modernock.
Got Connor running down the side, finds him.
Connor sends it in.
Nice ball to
Jackson
the middle.
takes a touch. McDermott with space. Tried to get a shot off. It was deflected or blocked.
Nice little connect. Nice sequence there by the Mustangs.
Oh, great ball in by May. And now it's Dowling back on the counter the other way. Oh, well done there. I don't know who that was that got a piece, but here comes Dowling. They keep it in on the far side. And the ball comes in, and Bankendorf's going to send it out to the far side. It'll be a throw for Dowling.
Those balls that come in hard right there at the top of the box, or the 8-yard line there, those are dangerous positions.
Mm-hmm. So Dowling will throw in, chested back. And now the ball sent into the middle area. McDermott gets a piece of it. Jackson just going to clear it out to the Dowling center back, Foth. And they'll bring it back out wide.
Nice step.
Yes, Jackson has it. Jackson.
No.
They say a handball. And
that's indirect. That was, and then they're going with it.
Yeah, they take it quick. And the ball sent in and headed away. Jackson with a touch on it. Pine maybe tries to settle. Modernock has it on the outside. And that's a foul. To me, that's a yellow. That was
Free kick for the Mustangs.
Roman Castro with the not so subtle bump on Colin Modernock. So May will take the free kick, 2.5 minutes into the first overtime period.
Another substitution there for a kid that was cramping over there on the
Yeah,
far
I think
side.
that's Schumacher, who's been battling a cramp here for the last minute or so. You might see a little more of that here as May sends one deep. And Abarca gets to that one. Gradell flips it back for Leone. Leone's going to take his space down that far side. Now plays it back for Foth. Abarca looks at the middle. Pine tracking back. Near side it comes. Abarca tries to send it through. Man, that's a miss hit there, and Pine's going to have an errant pass out of bounds. Just unforced errors like that have really prevented DCG from creating opportunities at the same level as Dowling. I mean, they've had opportunities, but certainly Dowling with more of them. Here's Leone. Enrico with it. Back for Leone. Into the middle they go for Gradell. Trying to stretch that.
We've pushed Ben Jackson up front, so we've got kind of a on.
Here comes a big opportunity for Dowling. Sent back and a shot on goal, saved by Angus.
Kind of redeemed himself a little bit by giving it up and then finding his way back on the goal line to block that. But what do we have? What's the call here?
I think another cramp possibly or something. Well, it's going to be a corner for Dowling.
Well, better than the back of the net.
DCG very fortunate. Yeah, Angus lost possession but comes back and basically plays keeper and keeps the ball out with his foot. So the corner will come in
low
and headed away, and now Angus looks to clear it with the left foot, and it's going to sail out of bounds. So it'll be Dowling with a throw. 4.5 minutes gone by here in this first overtime. It's 2 sudden death periods here, so a goal will end it. Foth sends it, and now
that's a nice ball.
Shot on goal, another block. Here's Mendez, gets it on his foot and cleared out of bounds, but another corner for Dowling.
The Dowling forwards are comfortable with that ball at their feet.
Well, and looking to, I mean, they're looking to score. They're facing the net.
Yeah.
taking defenders on 1v1. So another corner for Dowling. Abarca will send it in. Abarca's corner comes in and off the post. Jeepers.
And then not much of a clearance there.
May clears it out of there. Now Pine trying to run onto it. Eddie gets a touch.
Simple passes.
That's deflected off Dowling, so it'll be a throw for DCG. And a long throw for Modernock. He gets the first touch. McDermott has it on his foot. McDermott tries to send it back in for May, and it's going to be a throw in the offensive end here for DCG, and May will throw it back for McDermott, who's got some space. And McDermott
looking for Every.
Wanting Every to make the run. McDermott tracks back, finds Scholl. Scholl into the middle for Jackson. Jackson will make the turn. Now it's May. Back for McDermott. Modernock has some space on the right side. Back to McDermott. McDermott
good idea.
Sends it in for Modernock. Modernock tries to go by the defender. Abarca does a good job to dispossess him. And the ball played up, and Bankendorf's going to run onto it, and he's onside. Eddie, though, bodied out of there by Leone. And 3 minutes to go, and here's a long ball played in for Jonathan Mendez, and this is
his comfort zone.
Yes, it is.
And that's going to be
a foul
outside the box, but
Scholl gives the foul, and that's this is Molina territory here with the left foot. And they carded him. Boy, I don't know about that. I think officials in high school just get a little happy with the cards there. That's just, to me, a foul and play on. But Scholl will go off, and Canton Notterman will come on for the Mustangs. So it's going to be under 2 minutes. And they're trying to figure out where the free kick or the foul occurred so that Molina can set the ball and then they can mark the 10. But this is going far post, top corner.
I think this
we'll just see if it's on target or not. I don't know that I'd commit 4 to the wall here, but it looks like that's what they're going to do. Dowling's going to puts 5 or 6 more players into that box area. Here's the shot on goal and off the goal post. About a yard too high.
Yeah, it was starting to bend down there, but
shot was high, resulting in a Mustang goal kick.
So Mendias will have the goal kick. Minute 10 to go here in the first 10. And he'll send it out long. Jackson takes the first touch. Over to Fuller. Fuller trying to find Pine. And the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with DCG. Dowling wanted a foul on that far side. Here's Every. Back for Every. Every with a nice turn. Jackson finds McDermott. McDermott into space. Trying to find Pine. Eddie running onto it. Pine goes down in the box. Looked like pretty good defending out of Leone there. McDermott, though, with the goal kick. And he's dispossessed there by Gradell. 15 seconds to go. And
both teams have had opportunities.
Well, Bankendorf, great job to clear that one out. And oh no, Fuller keeps it in.
Wisely puts it out.
Yep. Well, there's the end of the first 10, and it wasn't without events. Oof. Now how much time will they give them between periods here, and
looks like they get another 5 minutes, and then
Colin Lane's coming out to probably get an explanation on Scholl and why a yellow card there.
You know, the game's been played very well, though, too, on both sides, and both teams playing aggressive. And so the one benefit of those yellows, but you just hate to see them add up. It keeps the kids honest.
Colin's still out there discussing with the officials. And now the Dowling coach comes out, Jackson Teeling, and
There's probably could be some clarification, too, if it would get through this next 10 minutes. Do you have to have the guys on the field to take the PKs then when it goes to the shootout, or can you utilize? I'm sure there's probably some clarification as to what side there'll be some of the logistics of that portion of it if we get to that point.
And there's still discussion, and Colin looks a little bit frustrated on the explanation given to whatever his question was. About a minute and a half on the clock as it looked like, I think they gave him 3 minutes between these 10-minute periods. So the second overtime period, about a minute away here. And again, sudden death. So 10 more minutes of sudden death soccer. Golden goal, if you want to.
Golden goal, yes.
Use the old youth term. And right now, I would say advantage Dowling. They feel like they've had more opportunities.
It definitely feels as if they're more threatening as they move forward, and they're still content from building out of the back, but they're starting a little bit higher up on the field and moving it quicker. But we got a little home field advantage here, so we'll see what the Mustangs can do.
Well, they'll go back the other way. They switch sides again.
Looks like we've put Ben Jackson up front and the lead striker role for the Mustangs, and then brought Wesley in as well.
Well, you gotta talk about the back line of both of these teams, and then Every's had a great game playing that defensive midfield spot.
Yeah, Every and McDermott both have put in some solid miles, being defensive minded, but then also having to join on any attack when we get a counter.
Molina, blocked by Whistler. Whistler takes a touch. Whistler's trying to run onto it, misplayed, but outside. So Dowling dodges a little bit of a bullet, but Whistler right there to put some high pressure on.
Exactly what happened against that Johnson game. Just
Angus steps in, but Enrico. And here comes Jonathan Mendez. Look out. Danger time.
Yep.
Ball game.
Yep.
Mendez, the guy we talked about all night.
Yeah. He just he gets a ball in that spot, it's over.
Well, and he's most dangerous player on the field, no doubt. And Dowling, 31 seconds in, gets a game-winning goal. Jonathan Mendez. Tough one to lose if you're DCG, but you're
playing a very quality team right there, and it's into the second sudden death, and
DCG dejected, and Dowling piling on Jonathan Mendez down in the corner after this one concludes. Well, it's getting late. I guess we put a wrap on it. I was kind of starting to think about PKs, but 31 seconds in, Jonathan Mendez takes that away, and what a ball game! A lot of friendships on that field both ways. A lot of club teammates playing against one another.
Yeah,
and
a lot of respect for both of those teams out there.
Dowling ends up with the victory. They win at 1-0 in the second overtime period, 31 seconds in, and it's Jonathan Mendez on a counter the other way, splits the two defenders, and then calmly finishes. If you've watched Jonathan growing up, you've seen that 100 times.
Yeah, definitely.
I knew when he took that first touch, I knew we were
was a beautiful ball to him, splitting our guys, and as he was making that run down the middle, he's also deceivingly fast.
Oh,
so,
he's those are two fast guys he's running by, in Benkendorf and Scholl.
Yeah.
And Mendez with the finish, and DCG falls for the first time this year on their home field. But really quality performance out of both teams. Dowling ends up coming away with the victory. They win at 1-0. Thanks, everybody, for watching here. And DCG and Dowling get back at it, I believe, on Tuesday night. And we'll bring you all the home games live here on the stream, DCG Activities page on YouTube. So join us throughout the season. We'll have more great soccer coming up here in the next couple of months. But the Mustangs fall to the Dowling Catholic Maroons. 1-0 here in the second overtime period, 31 seconds in. It's Jonathan Mendez with the one and only goal of the entire game.